the foundation that was being laid out to be bridged into something new, as we can all look around the world and we see that our current traditional banking system is no longer working. It's not just not working for the people, but it's not working for the 1%. So basically in 2021, I broke a story that went worldwide, global, from the World Bank, leveraging this technology for the new monetary system. Then in 2022, we broke the story from the IMF, the trust bridges as well. And next thing you know, we just kept connecting the dots to the UN and the Bank for International Settlements. It was really back in 2020, that's when I really took this stuff a little more serious. I used to own brick and mortar shops. I had 3 of them. When 2020 hit, for those who were paying attention, it became very clear what they were doing. It was planned out, 2020, to confiscate a dramatic sum of wealth from the middle class. They funneled $4.8 trillion from people like us, the middle class, up to the 1%ers. They locked down every mom and pop business, and you know how it is. Businesses can't afford to survive in this economy. They have to borrow more money. Interest rates were high at the time. So it became very clear what they were doing. They were resetting the monetary system. And that's when I said, okay, I have to get out of these brick and mortar businesses. I warned all my friends who had their shops next to mine as well. None of them listened to me. None of them believed me. And I showed them some facts too. Next thing you know, they're all buried in debt. I got out quickly. I sold my businesses to another investor. And I was able to take all that money and invest it directly into these core positions in technologies like XRP, XLM, HBAR, XDC, which we'll talk about shortly here in a bit. But overall, that decision changed my life. And it wasn't easy, but it became very clear that they were resetting the monetary system, and they had to use the pandemic not just to confiscate wealth, but also to give a reason to usher in the next generation to the digital economy. And as you can see, more and more people don't work in offices anymore. They work from their computers, including myself. I'm 24/7 on my computer. It wasn't like this before. So when we talk about blockchain, I think it's very important to be very clear when we're talking to newcomers and seasoned investors. There are 3 distinct components to every digital asset. The first thing is you have the crypto token. This is what people consistently talk about. This is the digital representation of value. It's what people see, it's what people trade, but that's only the surface of it. The second part is the blockchain. This is considered to be the accounting mechanism. So you think of it as a ledger where every transaction is actually documented and recorded with the transparency and immutability, okay? And then the third part, which I think is the most critical, is the protocol. The protocol sets the rules, the logic.